Good morning to everyone. It's a beautiful day outside again today. Lovely blue skies, the sun is shining, the birds are singing in the trees. It's gorgeous. A very slight breeze that's just whispering into the trees as well. It's gorgeous. Oh, there's a few clouds out there. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'm Ros Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you well, it's the daily, I was about to say daily Lenormand, but it's the weekend. So it's Saturday today, the 20th September. So I'm actually bringing you the daily Kipper cards. I'm bringing you the daily cards and I'm using the Kipper deck today and tomorrow. So another exploration into a different aspect of the cards. Let's go across to them. Bring your psychic senses and your spirit guides with you. And here we are. What we've got, it does look a little bit far away, doesn't it? I'll just zoom in a little bit. I can before we get to the big zoom. This is the Kipper deck by Ciro Marchetti, and the fortune telling deck, that's what the Kipper have been called from times when it was created. So that's what I've read anyway from some of the history of what the Kipper is, as similar to the Lenormand started as some sort of a game thing, but it's like everything that we use in our full sensing as a complete being. We pick up on all things that are our messages, including the toys we use, the other things that are happening around us that we're not always 100% consciously aware of. It still has influence and has the messages for us. So this is the tool we're using for today and tomorrow. Gorgeous artwork that Ciro Marchetti has brought to us. So what we've got initially in our 3-card spread today, 9, the card for change, is our theme card. Then we have card 21 is the family room, and this is in the energetics, the space that I'm using called home. So it's to do with those things personal. Card 7, which is the message card, is sitting in our workspace, that we use, that influences our income earning capacity in whatever form we're using that, bringing it into our awareness. Okay, and this here is the guidebook that I shall use. So I'm going to zoom into the cards. Let's go and have a look at these more closely. And here we go. As you can tell, the sun through the window does have a bit of a washout effect in some respect of how the cards look, because they are vibrant and glossy and a gorgeous deep colouring from what I can see at my table, compared to what you see through a camera with the side light of the sunshine through the window. But nevertheless, it does still bring us a gorgeous message, what we're getting today. With the change card in our position of theme, when we have a look at it, is this gorgeous, it would have been one of the first cars, designs, etc. from the times, and a really, really nice home space there. Not sure what that is. I think it might be, trying to look at it closely, it is a gentleman, who's bringing the luggage over to the car. So, it could be the porter, it could be the owner of the car, who knows? It could be you. Let's have a look at card 9, our change card that is in our theme. As our theme. Now, so this one, it is time to go. This card shows a hard-working porter. Now they're claiming it's a porter, so that's all right. This card shows a hard-working porter in a flat workman's cap, packing up your stylish furniture in a horseless carriage. You're moving from your old townhouse into better digs, and you don't plan to come back. So this one is a change with permanence. Okay. This is interesting, because sometimes with the interpretations that the 3 who contribute to this book, actually it's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4 initials here. So this is FB, has put this particular interpretation in here. Sometimes they do refer the position of other cards in reference to a grand tableau. So that's where all the cards are laid out. and you're seeing from the particular card that you're looking at what distance it is away from others. And this one in particular is relevant. Normally I don't refer to it because here we have just the 3 cards in a small spread. This one's referencing. So you're moving from your old townhouse into better digs and you don't plan to come back. With family room, which is right next door, card 21, literally a new apartment. Okay, so it's that shift from a house into apartment. Now, for me, that could be relevant as far as maybe it's time to start to really think about, and I have been thinking about it. It's just thoughts. It's that move from a large house, large space, something too big maybe to manage, and downsizing. Okay, so here's a message, and we've got message next door too. But with change, it is that's going to be permanent in this case and relevant. So if that was a house card in the home space, if it was house card 20, it would be a new house. So very interesting that it's chosen as an apartment. So what is relevant there? I really actually haven't considered apartment living, but I do have a very close family member who has been in an apartment and may be going back to an apartment. A change for her that may be shifting back into what is more convenient and suitable. Better. It's saying better digs here. Anyway, more abstractly, it may also mean you need to be adaptable. Okay, so the change is going to be permanent, though. That is what I'm feeling is the message of this. And from SZ, this is a point in time for change. That might manifest itself via a change in location or other social situations, such as a career move. Okay, so SZ tends to be looking at more of those practicalities of other aspects of our lives, like our career, like our health, like our relationships, and that type of thing. Okay, but it is change on the books, so that might manifest via a change in location or a career move. Relationships with others or your own outlook may change. Okay, it can be along those lines. CM, which is Chira Marchetti, a versatile card that can link with others to represent change of physical location, occupation, or relationships. See how each of these people are, it's similar interpretations, but just got that slight nuance of difference. So, moving on from where you live or work, a change of career or relationship, taking some possessions with you, but space and circumstances require some to be left behind, physical and emotional. So don't be afraid to let things go, to not come with you, and in this change, okay? And SW, this card is usually metaphorical. Circumstances are changing, but we haven't got the other card she's referencing. A literal relocation or move is coming soon. If it was card 27, the unexpected income, which we don't have here. So what SW is saying is the metaphorical circumstances are changing. Okay, so it's all aspects are being covered by 4 different people interpreting these cards, and in particular this change card. It does bring that message, I feel, that whatever is changing is permanent. So be prepared to pack what you need, bring it along, but it's not going to be the whole household. It's what's going to fit within the method of how you are moving. Okay, so moving that energy, moving physical stuff. It feels to me like it definitely is a refinement of living arrangements, a refinement of understanding what it is we're needing to change, okay? And especially with that family room being there as an indicator for what might be the change of a physical aspect from where we are to an apartment. I find that really interesting, the synchronicity of how we see these messages and the cards that are brought to us. So good morning, Keza. Morning, Roz and all. I did see you, but I was in the flow. I was in the flow. And Fiona, good morning, Roz Girlin, all around the globe. A good afternoon or a good evening. So here we have it. And also the numbers are popping up just as I mentioned you, Fiona. So day number of 2, and we have the numerology. The cards themselves add up to a 1, which is the start of a new journey, which is very interesting since we do have the change card here. So what is it that's going to be that for each of us as we're moving along? Now I'm getting it's very hard to hold. It's very hard to hold a letter opener. There we go, the letter opener, decently as I'm trying to get these. The page of my guidebook turned over to card 21. We're on the family room here now. And Kez is saying, go with the flow. I intend to. It's about the only way I can manage it. If I have to keep track by having everything written down and all the rest, I lose track. I actually lose track by keeping track. Weird, isn't it? Okay, family room. Mid-morning coffee is served in a bourgeois drawing room, true to Victorian style. It's stuffed with stuff. The drawing room in better houses was off the formal parlour and was a place to withdraw to for entertaining close friends and family. Society visits would have been kept in the formal parlour, so we know we are now in a welcoming and supportive space where secrets and personal matters may be shared. So this is the close friendship stuff, those that you would welcome into your family room. Literally, it's a room and stands for all private or enclosed spaces such as the living rooms, hotel rooms, offices with doors, and turn the page. Apartments, isn't that relevant? More abstractly, it represents privacy and intimacy. This sense of closeness can also refer to the time and place, as in soon, near, right next to you, or shortly, no more than a month. So there is timing to what FB brings us as interpretation as well. So SW puts it as this card signifies your personal space, such as your home, apartment, motel room, or office. Close to you, it means other nearby cards are in the room, that is, close, and the events will come to pass very soon. So there again, that's the timing as well. And hold fast to the present now is what Esed's saying. This card describes everything that's very close, whether temporal or spatial. It's also a card that indicates your home, privacy in all rooms and apartments, the reference to apartments. The previous card, Chiro, is saying maybe where you live, your residence, your postal address, but this card is your space, your taste, your ambience, your true home. And isn't it, don't you have a favourite room in your home? And this in reference to the family room being in the home space. And knowing that the previous card is card 20, the house, it follows through that we become more familiar with our own space, from our house to being our home and that feeling in our family room. So we're going to have a bit more of that intimate aspect to our day-to-day that's going to bring those closer to us, even closer. So spend time with those you love. Spend that, and it's not just spending it. That sometimes I would refer to it as investing. It's just being with those you love in a much more closer and more intimate way, that you really can share those secrets and those wishes, those hopes and dreams and everything that really is close family, as if that we really are, even for those who are experiencing estrangement from family and friends, that it brings those memories to you more closely and starts to heal that gap, to really bring it to a sense of being in peace within that is your family familiar room, that space that you love within your heart too. Things are changing, okay? And bring it together in that way of the family room. Now, I've got some comments going through. I better catch up. Better catch up. Now we've got Deb. Good morning, Roz and all. From Deb, lovely to see you here again this morning to catch up with you. And I enjoyed last night, as casual as it was. And thank you, Fiona, for the numbers from Keza. I fully appreciate the numbers, the numerology that you put together for us. Thank you so much, Fiona. Definitely second that. And a good morning, Keza Girly. Thank you from Fiona. Now we've got Hilda in her evening, somewhere in her evening, moving into night time or through night time. Good morning, dear Roz, and all in the chat. I've been asleep already, woke up and decided to pop in on you and the girls. Oh, thank you. I feel very privileged that you woke up. I hope it wasn't, was it deliberately to actually spend the time with us, to be here joining with us? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Absolutely do. And I hope you can manage to get back to sleep and sleep deeply as well. And thank you for that. Good morning. Morning, Fiona from Keza, and it was a good night. It was. Oh, look, next time I should probably be a little bit more, a little bit more organised, I think. But look, it doesn't matter. I think things on the fly, in the flow, just happen, don't they? And there you go. And sorry, your night, Keza. Yes. Fiona. Keza is in Victoria, Australia. Hilda is in Switzerland. So that's my memory of it. Hopefully it's right. Now, let's go across to the message that we're getting from the message card. This being in our workspace, remember? So here we have the original connotation of this card is a pleasant message. It's generally good news unless there's other challenging cards around, but it's not. Below you may also be something you're in denial about or refusing to hear, but it's not. We've got it beside what is our theme. It is our workspace today. So the message that you're going to get in your work is going to be significant. So I'm just not going to hold on to that letter opener. It's just too hard to hold. So, with pointing to it, you know which one I'm talking about as far as the message card goes. So, that was in reference to the grand tableau, the positioning. So, here we see a writing desk with a lovely antique brass phone, a fountain pen, and a heavy crystal inkwell. A hand holds a telegram still in its envelope. Just thinking of the inkwell, I actually happen to have one of those behind me on my desk, even though this one has paper clips in it. I don't use ink anymore, but this one, I mean, it is a glass, it's not a crystal. I do have, whoops, they are supposed to be the originals in here. Whoops, now I can't get it back in there. I'll have to put it back in later. I love the pigeonholes and all the bits on the cutler desk. Anyway, where was I up to? So we've got the telegram still in its envelope. Inside the letterbox, we see different kinds of written notes, and that's here. I will point that. So there we've got the written notes. We've got all the accoutrements that go with writing messages and letters to those that we are wanting to communicate with. So the written notes, it could be a business or calling card, a folded letter in its envelope, etc. It stands for all forms of messages and communications. Phone calls, texts, emails, letters, documents, notes, papers, etc. And it's the seventh card. It can represent 7 days or 1 week. And that's how we do use the numbers on cards when we're looking at timing. Okay, so that was from FB. SW puts it as informal communications such as letters, texts, notes, memos, phone calls, voice messages, and emails. It's all forms of communication. Okay, and card 27 is the card for formal paperwork requiring a signature. So interesting that that would be a 2-7. Anyway, what we've got is all forms of communication. SZ puts it as this card shows all your messages are mail, private or public. It also describes the daily news and all kinds of information and correspondence, even newspapers and magazines. So it does include the awareness of what is happening around us in the world, okay? And Chiro puts it as the broken seal on the envelope suggests that this in particular isn't it amazing how you transpose words? It makes totally different meaning. Let me start that one again. The broken seal on the envelope suggests that in this particular scene, the message is one that has been received. Nevertheless, the phone, pen and ink will depict a working desk from where messages can also be sent. So he's reminding us that this is a two-way. We receive and we send. So the message that we're getting in our workspace is open communication, having the awareness of what is happening around us by receiving and by sending the messages, by using the voice, by using print, by using, even if we want to, the telepathy we may think that we know how to do, and all of that. Our senses, all of them, including our psychic senses, of being open and aware in the way that we communicate with other people and with our spirit guides and whatever, the other realms. Open your mind to whatever is coming in and whatever you are sending out. Be aware of it, because change is happening and it is the permanence of that change. Be discerning about what you are carrying with you into that change, so that you're not bringing all the stuff and the rubbish with it. Make sure that you are cleaning and clearing and organising only what you need to be keeping with you. As part of that, that is our home base, that's within us, in our vessel that we live here within as our souls, and as whatever we need to help keep us healthy and vibrant and able to move into this change with ease. Okay, that's what I'm getting from the messages of the cards, the Kipper deck today. Now, let's go back and catch up with some of these comments that were really flowing through very fast. Okay, so now where I got up to, I had put Hilda's message up there and Keza and Fiona's there. So sorry you're all night, Keza, but yes, there we go. So Fiona is actually doing a giggle there. So for Keza, when she wrote this, it was 8:49 a.m. as it is 8:24 a.m. here right now. Like there's the half-hour difference. What Hilda experiences is quite a few different hours difference. Nature called to go to the toilet, as it does in the middle of the night, doesn't it, Hilda? Thank you for sharing that, and I've popped that up on the world. But as we do, it's natural function, isn't it? And Fiona, sorry, Keza Girly, got mixed up with the what your girly were talking about. I miss it, Ros Girly, live last night. Yeah. Well, it's sort of impromptu. I'm hoping to get back to doing every Friday night, but sometimes I'm just too tired, so I don't. And, well, the technology can play up too. Sharon, good morning. I just awoke as up until 2 a.m. working on your website. Really? Wow. Which website? The Achieving Success one, I would presume. So that must have been fun to have kept your attention till 2. Wow. I was in bed by 10 last night after we'd done the short live, so it was fun. And Fiona, it's 8:20, cold with showers. Yes, cold with showers. I haven't had that yet. So you're more the weather forecaster right now for what might be coming here. It seems to come down from the north. And Fiona's saying hi to Hilda, which is lovely. Sharing the greetings. Keza, LOL, that's okay, Fiona. Cold, not raining yet. It's 4 degrees here right now. Oh my goodness. I know we got to 9 degrees through the night last night. So thanks for sharing that, Keza, as well. Shaz, still have to tweak some text. As I put myself to bed, I noticed some text I have to tidy up. Oh, you need the proofreader, do you? I'll have a look. Fiona, 10 degrees there. And Hilda, I'll catch up. Whoops, where did that go? Hold on, one slipped right past. Yeah, Kez is in Dalesford, that's right. I do remember that. And Hilda's saying, I'll catch the replay in my morning. Wishing a great day to all. Thank you so much, Hilda, for being here. Lovely that you were able to catch us live as well. Thank you, Roz. Have a beautiful day to all. And Fiona, interesting messages today. Thank you, Roz Girly. Girlies all around the globe as well. Good afternoon, the good evening, and the ashe. So thank you so much, Fiona, for that. And each and every one of you being able to share this way, it really is a treasure in my view. The technology is wonderful. It also has that is the opposite and etc. as we do balance in all life aspects. And Shaz, I was cold as I went to bed, so put on socks and slowly warmed up. Yeah, look, if you go to bed with your feet cold, it's hard to warm up, I know. So I do wear socks around the house in these cold bits of, the colder days and nights. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And certainly it would be lovely if you wanted to join in with um, the community that I'm doing. I'm just going to get the link for it if I can see it. Oops, hang on. I just cancel that. Something, okay. I haven't finished one of my posts from last night. I was going to upload the video from it into the community group that I've started, the one that's called Reading the Cards with Roz. I'll put the link in the messages afterwards. It's free. Some of you have joined, others you may not want to. No, I'm not pressuring anyone for all that. It's just something I'm wanting to build away from, social media. So keep being the best at whatever you're needing to do, who you are. It comes down really to the essence of self and how we are moving through this lifetime, the journey that we're on as yourself, and learning and growing each step along the way. Just be the best you can. And what more can you be? What more can you do? Tap into that is your inner knowledge and your spirit guides as we continue to travel this path. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.